What up? It's TR. I'm going to do a breakdown of the Dangerous beat that I made for Last of the Nobodies featuring Faith and Curly with production help from Farch and Hemingway. So when I made this beat, it might have been the first couple days of LOTN. No one was really around. I think I actually started it the day that we got there and maybe the night that we had to rest after we had set things up. I was just clicking through samples, trying to find something that, I was feeling, and I was feeling a little moody. Started, kind of outlining the beat a little bit, and then the next day kind of came and Curly had gotten there and he sat down and I was like, yo, check this out. Just got cooking right away. I believe Faith had arrived maybe an hour before, kind of got her settled in, let her just vibe out a little bit. And then instantly I knew, because Faith and I have been working together for the last couple of months, just was like, hey, I got something for you. Come and check it out. I think you'll kill it. There was a concept that we had been trying to come up with where there's just like a back and forth between two artists on a song. This felt like a great song to do that on. Got her situated, got her and Curly together to work on this track. And then they just started riffing. It became what it is now. It was super cool because it was me, Faith, Curly, and then Farch was like coaching. So not only on the writing side, but also on the production side, he was helping me, make specific sound selections, change certain elements of the song that elevated it to the next level. Super grateful for him for sitting in on that session and just guiding us through as younger artists. Hemingway was walking through and I was like, dude, I know you have that saxophone. And I was like, you have to come and play sax on this. And he listened to it and he was like, oh yeah. And then so he brought his saxophone up to where I had my setup and he was just riffing, playing different things, caught a vibe. And that's what Dangerous became. So super cool. Really awesome how like people just jumped in and got right into the process of the creation. And then I believe they recorded it maybe that day, or if not the next day, and then built it out. So here's the Dangerous beat. So the way I started this beat was with drums. Lately, I've just been starting things with drums. I really want something moody, drives the force of the beat. I kind of, just started with some hi-hats. I love starting with hi-hats, some like tempo setting hats, just something a little bit more fast-paced. It's an 88 BPM. Technically, it could be a slower R&B vibe, but to me, I like double timed it. So it kind of came out to be a little bit faster, but there is a good flow to it. So this was kind of like the introduction, kind of sets the driving force and pace. It was a little bit harder hitting. And then Farch was walking in and out of my, studio space that I had set up in the common area. And he was like giving me these little tips. And it was super helpful to build out the structure of this beat. And it wouldn't be what it is without his influence and what he was talking to me about. So I added this like under kick, just like a filtered kick that kind of just pumped up some of those initial kick hits in this area, but using them sparingly, like not too much, like not doubling every single kick hit, but just kind of giving it some more oomph, cutting, taking things away, kind of just setting that entire part. I did just go on Splice literally and just change the pitch a little bit for some of these samples and cutting them down, molding them kind of how I want. But this was the moody keys that I found, literally just clicking and dragging, trying to work quick and get ideas out. And I added some like string introduction that really slowly come in, but they make it feel a little bit more raw, and they bring an atmosphere to the beat. And then I just added some bass in, and this was a cut down bass sample. And then I just added some small accents of like some pads and synths to make it a little bit more full, catch the mids and the low frequencies. And then some like low synth on the key. Just sets more atmosphere, fills out those spaces. Hemi killed it on the saxophone part. It really just adds like a raw element to it. This is the Dangerous beat. It was super fun to make.
Okay, you know what I mean? So I don't feel the same, like change it from shit to audit.
So you don't feel the same. No. Or I don't feel the same as dope too.
Cause I don't feel the same, no. I don't feel the same, no.
Yeah.
I don't feel the same.
And then what do you not feel the same about?
The same way. I don't feel the same way. Okay, hold on. No. Here too.
No. That's Curly, what about one of us is dying on this hill? Oh yeah.
I wanna hear what's in your brain.
I do not know, there ain't much to say. Was trying to